The question 4 is on multiplying polynomials. Here it's very simple, just using distributive property you can multiply them. So what you have to do is multiply this 3p inside. If there is plus or minus, it must be distributed to both the terms. Now whenever there is plus or minus, now a plus b, a minus b, they are separate terms. Whereas AB, this is a single term. It's a monomial. Now it's binomial, binomial. So plus and minus is very important to remember. Here now when you multiply 3 multiplied with n, and what happens? There's already a p and a p, it'll be p to the power 2. Minus again 3p and z. That's the answer. So that's it. You just multiply it inside and you get the answer. Now, since it's MCQ, you can directly do it. Now, all these problems are simple. I can teach you a calculator method as well, which I'll teach in a while. But since this is such a simple topic, I would highly suggest you to just do this by direct multiplication. Even over here, if there are two numbers, multiply the numbers first. 4 times 2 is 8, x and x squared is x cubed. Plus, this is the sign, 4x and y. That is the answer. Isn't it very easy? So what is the calculator method now? It takes a long time than the simple method, but I'll show you the calculator method. You need to have your calculator for this, and you need to know all the 4 options. So let's look into the options. I'll do the last problem here. If you have many variable, it takes a longer time. Basically, what you're doing is you're assuming certain value. Now you can assume 1, 2, 3, but I always go with 1.5 and so on. Why? Because no matter what, you will have a unique answer. I'm not saying that you won't get a unique answer with taking x is equal to 2. You will definitely get it. But there are very, very rare cases where that may not work if you take x as 1. I cannot give you the cases right now in the top of my head, but I know when I've solved so many problems like this, I've tried, many different problems, and sometimes this may not work. Now, what I do is I'll assume x to be 1.5. And here, the given question first, what I will do this entire question, I'll type it as it is, x squared multiplied with 2 times x plus 9. Now there is only one variable, so assume x to be 1.5. Calculate x at 1.5. What is the answer? It's 27. So I will write this is equal to 27. So now you will have 4 options, isn't it? You need to solve all those 4 options putting x as 1.5. Now if you put 1.5 cube, it takes time. So what you can do is just type it as x only, power 3, and then plus 9x squared. And what you do is calculate this at 1.5. What is the answer? 27. Only one answer will give you the same options, same value as the question. All the others will be different. Now, if you're thinking, what if you have 3 different variables, like the first question, there are 3 different ones, right? So what you do is you just assume values for each of them. So we will start with P as say 1.5, n as 2.5, and z as 3.5. You can take 2, 3 as well, but I just go with 0.5 because you're not calculating this. The calculator does it for you, right? Now, in this case, there is no way you can put 3 variables. So what you need to do is substitute the values directly. 3 times, what is p? It's 1.5. Close the bracket. Again, open the bracket. Multiplied with, what is n? 2.5 times p is again 1.5, and then minus z is 3.5. Now close the bracket. The answer is 9/8. Just write the answer. It's very important to remember it. Now, it's also useful to use the decimal, 1.125. Generally, it's fine, but it's better to use decimal because sometimes your final answer might be in decimal only. It won't be in fraction. Now, the final answer, all the 4 options needs to be done like this. What is n? 2.5 multiplied by p is 1.5 squared minus 3 times p is again 1.5 times 3.5. And the answer will and should match the question 9/8. See, now you might see, okay, this is so easy, but in the exam you will have four separate options. You have to keep on doing this, right? So multiplying this is so very easy, isn't it? So it's up to you to choose the method. Even over here, you can go with any of the method. Now this is the identity a power 2. Wait, I'll just write the identity. A minus b the whole square is a square minus 2 times ab plus b squared. This is the identity. And you don't need to memorize any identity. You can do whichever method you want. You can do the FOIL method, distributive method, or calculator method. You will get the correct answers itself. All these problems just like that. Please do solve them by yourselves. The answer is over here. You can try calculator method. But see over here, if you're doing calculator method, you need to assume for a, b, x, and y 4 different values. So you can assume say 1.52, 2.53 or something like that. It's fine and you'll get the answers. Even over here and same thing over here. Now this one is not that difficult. It's only one variable x. So just multiply. You can see here the highest degree was pi and we have degree of 1 multiplied to it. So highest degree must be power 6. So what you can do is you can just start multiplying one by one. 3 times 4 is 12 x power 6. Then 3 times, plus 3x to the power 4. Sorry, yeah, 3x to the power 4 minus 7. Now what happens is this is no matter what, you will have only a unique solution, because no matter, even if you multiply this, you will not get x to the power 6. So this must be in the solution. So this is how you can easily eliminate other options. So there might be only two options with 12x power 6. So this is how you can eliminate some options and then narrow it down, and then you can use the calculator method if you want, or you can do it directly like this. A real world problem here, construction. A rectangular deck is built around a square pool. The pool has a side length S. Okay, so now there is a pool over here and there is a deck which is built around it. The side length of the deck is 5 units longer than the twice of the side length of the pool. The width of the deck is 3 units longer. See, now let's write this in expressions. The length of the deck is 5 units longer than twice. You can actually, this is written, this whatever is added 5 units longer will be at the right. Since it's longer than, it's plus 2 times the side length S. And the width is 3 units longer than the side length S. You can even write 5 plus 2S, it's the same answer. And these are the length and width dimensions of the deck, and the pool is inside. So what we need to do is find the area of the deck in terms of S. So we know that's length, width. We will find the total area and then subtract this out, because the side length of the pool is what? S, given over here, right? Already it's built around square pool. Square pool is square, so one side length will be the same thing. Now we will find the total length. Just by multiplying length into width, you get the area. So that is 2s plus 5, and over here you will have s plus 3. Multiply this, it will be 2s power 2 plus 6s plus 5s plus 15, and solve it up, it will be 2s power 2 plus 11s plus 15. This is the answer of the total area, but you just want the area of the deck in terms of s. So subtract whatever is there, that will be minus s squared. So it's s squared plus 11s squared plus 15. So that is the final answer. Let's just look at it. You can see it's s squared plus 11s squared, s only, sorry, I've written 2 times squared. It is 11s plus 15. So that is how we solve this. Find the total area, the total outside area, then subtract the inner area, you get the actual area of the deck itself. A volume of a rectangular prism is given by the product of its length, width, and height. A rectangular prism has a length of what? B square over here, width of A, and a height of AB plus C. What is the volume of the rectangular prism? Express your answer in simplified form. Now it's just multiplying everything. You have to just multiply AB plus C multiplied with B squared multiplied with A. So this is just a monomial, these two terms. So it will be AB squared times AB plus C multiplied over here, a squared b cubed plus ab squared c. So that is the simplified answer. Now you can also check this by your calculator. Just as see, this is the answer. Just assume values for a, b, and c. Put it in both the question and see this term, the area term, just multiplying, and the answer you will get it. But honestly speaking, direct multiplication is just distributive property. It's not that difficult. Please remember this distributive property. It's important in the future grades as well. Don't go to do calculator method for such problems. This is a very important topic in anyways. So just learn to multiply thoroughly and then solve it up. So that is how we solve this problem. Here you can see the volume of the rectangular prism is a square b cube plus ab square c. Now we c is missing, guys. This is the answer, right? So just write that accordingly because we are cubic, they missed it, I guess. So that is the end of this question for another easy topic. There is calculator method, but please try to do the manual method. It is very important to learn multiplication of polynomials.